How's everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE Battleground 2016 pay-per-view. Of course, is the last pay-per-view of the before the brand split, I should say, or the first pay-per-view of the brand split. Whatever I'd like to say it is. Last one, first one, doesn't really matter. Bottom line is this is the last pay-per-view. Well, not including the big four, obviously. That will include both Raw and SmackDown talent on the same show. So, yeah, Battleground, like I said, took place live tonight. Overall, I gotta say, coming out of the show, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a great pay-per-view here by WWE. Definitely had a lot of fun watching it. I was pretty much entertained throughout almost the entire show. You know, there was maybe a match or two that I didn't really care for. And honestly, there's probably only one match that I was like, I can technically say it was bad. But everything else I thought was pretty damn good for the most part. So I thought Battleground, like I said, was a great pay-per-view. 2 thumbs up for me. Like I said, I had a lot of fun doing it or watching it. 2 amazing matches. You had some fun tag team matches, and pretty much the rest was just okay to good. So definitely Battleground delivered, in my opinion. For the pay-per-view start, of course, we had the 1 hour kickoff show prior to pay-per-view, which featured the Usos versus Breezango. Quick note on that match, I thought it was actually a really fun tag team match. Both teams, I thought, really put the effort in and put on a very fun tag team match. Breezango is definitely a tag team I think that WWE should really start pushing, because these guys are both very talented guys, and they mesh very well as a tag team. They pretty much personified this here. The Usos, are improving again. The Usos, ever since they came back in November, in my opinion, of last year, they haven't been themselves. They weren't the old Usos that people liked, and I think they're slowly regaining that again, even though the crowd was booing them because they're associated with Roman Reigns. But I thought both teams put on a fairly good tag team match here. Very, very good stuff. Breezango got the surprise victory with one of the Usos going for the splash. Tyler Breeze put his knees up. Small package, 1, 2, 3. Breezango gets the victory. Very happy about that. I definitely wanted them to win this match, so very happy. A lot of good tag team action in this match, so definitely a really good kickoff match from those 2 tag teams. And then we go into the pay-per-view itself, which opened up with Sasha Banks and her mystery partner taking on Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Of course, Sasha's tag team partner ended up being none other than Bayley. So Bayley makes her main roster debut. I think for right now it's a one-time thing, and a lot of people are excited thinking she's going to stay, but I think it's a one-time thing, and then we'll probably get her official call-up sometime after NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. So maybe September, maybe Raw or SmackDown after SummerSlam will have her official debut on the main roster. But for now on, I think it's a one-off thing. But it's very, very exciting to see Bayley. The crowd was red hot. Sasha's reaction, the crowd's reaction were absolutely spectacular. I thought it was a fun tag team match here. Dana Brooke and Charlotte attacked Sasha and Bayley right from the get-go. Get the upper hand. Dana Brooke was really controlling, which is just when Dana Brooke's in control, all it is a hold and flex. That's all it is. And it's very, very boring. But the crowd was red hot. It was pretty fun, especially when Bayley got the hot tag in. I thought she did very well, especially her and Charlotte. They had a nice interaction in the match. And I just thought it was a very good opener between all 4 women. Charlotte ends up tapping out to the Banks statement from Sasha Banks. So Sasha Banks and Bayley get the victory. They do a nice hug after the end, of course, doing the Bayley hug where it's kind of like an awkward, but then eventually you embrace it. So I thought that was definitely a great way to kick off the pay-per-view. Very enjoyed that whole match, and just Bayley really made that, in my opinion. Just the reaction and just everything in between from start to finish, I thought it was awesome. Really enjoyed that. From there on, we go to a 6-man tag team match, the New Day versus the Wyatt Family. This was another fun match here. I actually really enjoyed this. Started off pretty bumpy, nothing really too much happening. You had Braun Strowman in the ring, which is never good. You had an interaction with Kofi Kingston and Bray Wyatt had a exchange for majority of the match. So it started off kind of bumpy, not really too much happening. Kind of a whatever match, but definitely progressed and got really, really good. Just man erupted. Everyone's going after everyone. Had finishers, just spots after spots, just a whole bunch of chaos is going on. I couldn't keep track of what was going on. I had the urge to sneeze, so if I sneeze any second, I apologize. I can feel it, but it's not coming out. So in case I do sneeze randomly, that's just a little forewarning there. But like I said, there's chaos everywhere. Bray Wyatt definitely shined most of the Wyatt family, because Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman absolutely fucking suck, and Bray Wyatt's pretty decent. So he definitely shined most out of any member of the Wyatt family. I love the exchange that Xavier Woods and Bray had, where Xavier was like scared at first, and then he finally just overcame his fear, and him and Bray had a very nice exchange. Simply due to the fact the story behind it, so I thought that was really enjoyable. Big E needs to calm down with those fucking spears off through the ropes on the apron. He landed straight on his fucking head on the ground. He needs to fucking cool it, because he's really going to either break his neck or get seriously injured one of these days. It keeps getting worse each pay-per-view. The landing keeps getting worse, so I just hope for a second he needs to calm down on those. But yeah, like I said, Bray Wyatt, Xavier Woods had a very nice exchange in the ring. I really enjoyed that. Xavier Woods is cleaning house in the Wyatt family, which ends up actually leading up to Bray Wyatt hitting Sister Abigail on Xavier Woods for the 1, 2, 3. So the Wyatt family wins. The only logical reason I think of that is for Bray Wyatt to get the title match at SummerSlam, which you're probably thinking, like, why did I give him a title match? simply because he's the only real heel on SmackDown right now. And I think, well, AJ Styles is going to be full John Cena probably at SummerSlam, so I think Bray Wyatt going, at least having a victory going into a title match, I think is probably the most logical reason besides that. For the Wyatt family to win, because to me it made more sense for the New Day to win because they're still a cohesive unit. Wyatt family's no more, at least as of right now. So it didn't really make any sense to me to have the Wyatt family win, but it is what it is. Fun match, I enjoyed that. From there, we're going to go to the United States Championship match, Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Nothing much here. At first, it was all holds and rest, but the last couple minutes actually got picked up very well. Zack Ryder hit a pretty vicious broski boot on Rusev. They had a nice little exchange on the outside with Ryder hitting a drop kick off the guardrail. Not the guardrail, but yeah, the padding on the guardrail, I guess. Hit a drop kick off Rusev, so they had a nice exchange on the outside. Got back to the ring. Ryder hit a really nice rough ride out of nowhere, followed by the elbow drop, which Rusev, I think, put his knees up for and ended up giving Ryder the super kick to the back of the head. Put him the accolade. Ryder was in it for a while until he actually started hulking out of it, and then Rusev realized it, did the whole lean back, blocked it in for good, and Zack Ryder taps out. So the match started off pretty rough, but I actually thought it turned into a pretty decent U.S. title match. And after the match, Rusev wouldn't let go. He was pretty much, doing Rusev stuff. And then out of fucking nowhere, well, not out of nowhere because he's on the show now on SmackDown, Mojo Rawley comes out running out of nowhere. Oh, I'm hyped, bro. Fuck Mojo Rawley. If anyone likes Mojo Rawley, why? He fucking sucks. He's annoying as shit. I can rant all day about Mojo Rawley. Now the fact that I have to see him every fucking Tuesday on SmackDown is really going to bother me. Because at least in NXT, it was every once in a while. Now it's going to be fucking weekly scene. Fuck, I hate Mojo Rawley really, really much. I really do. I apologize for that little small rant, but I can't fucking stand Mojo Rawley. And he tried to get in Rusev's face, like, oh, I'm hype, let's go. Like, he just came off like such a fucking loser. It's just, I fucking hate Mojo Rawley. And Rusev even, like, fucking serious, dude. Like, even Rusev probably had a nice chuckle thinking this guy was a threat to him, but whatever. By the way, Zack Ryder came out in the dumbest gear. He tried to rip off Sting and Macho Man with, the Sting, the U.S. stuff is, Sting had a very similar thing. He had Macho Man, like, sunglasses on. He looked like a fucking geek. So, yeah, Mojo Rawley, Zack Ryder, Hype Bros can go fuck themselves. We're looking forward to that on SmackDown. But yeah, Rusev retains. Decent match. If I keep looking, I had the match listing on my laptop on my bed, so that's why I keep looking over there. After that, we had the match of the night, in my opinion. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. This fucking match was incredible. I will say WWE match of the year right now. Not including NXT, just the main roster stuff. Match of the year by far. This was an absolutely incredible match from both men. The storytelling, fighting spirit, that, they would no-sell each other, but the exchange and sequence they would have after the no-sell was just incredible and completely bypassed the no-selling. It was top tier level stuff, and this is by far their best match they've had in WWE, even including NXT, their matches at the previous takeovers last year. This match was just incredible. This was storytelling at its finest, especially the ending. The ending was like goosebumps feels. It was, I don't mean to come off like a complete mark, but honestly, this match really was that good. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, those guys poured their heart out in that match, and it definitely showed and definitely came out, and it was a phenomenal matchup here. Sami Zayn took a scary bump where he tried to do the springboard, springboards off and like kind of like jumps on his ass and does like the springboard that way. He tried to do that, but he actually springboard in place and actually landed on his shoulder and hit on the apron, which is really nasty. But he was fine, thankfully, because that was a really scary bump. But yeah, those two just tore the house down. The exchanges, the near falls too. You thought it was over, but it wasn't. I loved everything about this match, and I could put this match over for another 15 minutes if I wanted to, but I don't want to go that much over. I'm almost 10 minutes into the review, and I'm only halfway through the show, so I want to try and wrap this up quickly. But yeah, an incredible match. Like I said, like the sequences, just everything in between was just incredible. Owens going to pop a powerbomb, and Zayn would reverse it into a freaking snap neck suplex. It was just fucking superb. And fucking Sami Zayn busted out the Brain Buster on the apron nonetheless too, which was just an absolutely incredible spot. And like I said, to the ending, because I don't want to keep rambling about this match anymore, I can just, like I said, be here all day. Sami Zayn hits a haluva kick to Kevin Owens, who's on the, hanging out, does a haluva kick, and as Owens falling forward, Zayn catches him, and he just looks at him like, fuck no. And then he puts him back up, runs, and hits another haluva kick and pins him. 1, 2, 3, Sami Zayn defeats Kevin Owens. Just, that ending was fucking amazing. I can't even put over how amazing that ending was. Just Owens falling over, Zayn catching him, throwing him back up, hitting another one. lights out. An incredible match. Really enjoyed that. Kudos to both men. Like I said, I can't put those two over enough. And Kevin Owens super kick party as well was light in this match, especially when Zayn tried to do his, tornado DDT through the ropes. Owens super kicked him, nearly ripped his head off. Yeah, I can put this match over a million times over. Phenomenal match. WWE match of the year right now, in my opinion. From there, I'm going to go to Becky Lynch versus Natalya. Nice little match here between both girls. Not really too much to talk about. But it was solid. It was better. It was pretty much what you think you'd get. Did not understand the finish though. Natalya had Becky Lynch in the sharpshooter for about a minute, and then Becky Lynch taps out. Don't know why Natalya won. She did not need to win at all. Becky Lynch is someone they need to build up and not have her keep losing. So I thought Natalya winning was definitely a wrong decision. I have no clue why they had her win, but it is what it is. Natalya gets the victory. From there, I'm going to go to the Intercontinental Championship match. Intercontinental Champion The Miz taking on Darren Young. Pretty boring match here. Both guys are just doing locks and nothing really too much happening. Very fucked finish with Bob Backlund getting slapped by Maurice, and Bob Backlund decided to get all hulking up or some shit, and The Miz got involved, and he pushed Bob Backlund, and then Darren Young came behind Miz and put him in the crossface chicken wing on the outside. Bottom line is, this match ended in a double count out. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't think they're going to have a rematch because Darren Young's on Raw, Miz on SmackDown. I don't know why they do that finish when both guys are on separate shows, so they're not going to have a rematch, so I don't know what the point of that was. So, the match itself was pretty boring. Nothing happened. But the finish was, the way it came off, I'm not going to lie, it was pretty awesome. But the whole match itself was just, whatever. So, that was that. And then we go to another 6-man tag team match. We have John Cena, Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass taking on The Club, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. Enzo comes out and kills it on the mic, first and foremost. He cuts like a 5 to 7 minute promo, which just knocks out of the park. Even Big Cass had to say, hey, give him a round of applause for that promo. Like, it was that damn good. But the match itself was pretty good as well. It was very good. It started off rocky as well. A lot of these matches on the show, I noticed, started off pretty rocky, but eventually started getting really good. That was the case here, I thought. It started off pretty rocky, but definitely started getting progressing and started getting really good. Again, the referee has no idea what the fuck's going. It was a free-for-all. Everyone was in the ring, or the non-legal guys were in the ring fighting. The referee just did not even give a fuck, so it was kind of a brawl-for-all, if you will, eventually towards, the middle, towards the end of this match. Anderson looked good. AJ looked great. So it was kind of like a really good Raw main event type match. This was kind of was. The Club, I really wish they'd make it more dominant. I didn't like this match, how Anderson and Gallows should have been portrayed as monsters, and the fact that how they're being portrayed is they're not being really monsters. They're kind of like another group, a tag team heel. That's what they're being portrayed as, a regular tag team heel. And to me, they should be dominant. These two should be killing absolutely every tag team. And the fact that you're having Gallows and Anderson in the ring and Enzo's outsmarting them and beating both of them up, to me, is absolutely fucking stupid. Gallows and Anderson need to be portrayed as a dominant team that they are. And hopefully they do that on Raw now, considering AJ's on SmackDown. But very fun tag team match, like I said. It was all hell's breaking loose. Everyone was just going after everyone. Enzo and Cass were doing tag team maneuvers on the Club. Cena was kind of just having fun on the apron, cheering everyone on. And then, of course, him and AJ had the exchange, going at it, which AJ to Styles clash, and, the pin was broken up by Enzo. And just all hell breaking loose. You had John Cena being spine busted on the announce table by Carl Anderson. Just mayhem erupted, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Cena got the victory when he pinned AJ Styles when he hit an AA off the second rope into the middle of the ring, of course, because or else we AA him on the outside, pretty much kill him. Into the ring, 1, 2, 3, Cena pins AJ. So John Cena has pinned AJ Styles. Therefore, the rematch at SummerSlam, John Cena has absolutely no reason to beat AJ Styles there. He most likely will still, but there's absolutely no reason for John Cena to pin AJ Styles because they're not even 1-1. So, I wish the Club would have won this match too. I think it would have made more sense for the Club to win because, like I said, they're a group of guys that need to be portrayed as strong heels, and you're having them lose. I just don't agree with the Club losing, but it was a very fun tag team match there. I'm not going to complain about it. So, kudos to all men in that match. From there, I'm going to the highlight reel with Chris Jericho with special guest Randy Orton. Orton came out all pumped up. To me, it's always great to see a wrestler genuinely excited to be back, and that's the Orton showcase there. The segment was really good. I thought Jericho and Orton had a great exchange on the mic, playing back and forth with the RKO out of nowhere, and talking about SummerSlam. I thought it was, a great segment, but I did think it went on way too long. This easily could have been fit into, 10 or less minutes. This was probably around 15, maybe 15 to 20, maybe more towards 15 mark. But I definitely think it could have been cut to a less than 10 minute segment, or at least 10 minutes. So I thought it went on way too long. Orton took a cheap shot at Brock, saying that getting the Viperville, you don't need any enhancements, which is of course jab towards Brock's tough drug failing at UFC. I'm stumbling on my words. I apologize for that. And then, of course, led up with Orton hitting RKO on Jericho. So it was a great segment. Got what needed to be done, and I really enjoyed that. And then from there on, I'm going to the main event, which was the triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. The triple threat match that everyone's been waiting for the past 2 years, and it's finally colliding. Of course, you had GMs and the commissioners of both brands there. So you had Stephanie and Mick, as well as Shane and Daniel Bryan at ringside doing this match. Roman Reigns comes out to thunder some boos like everyone expected. This match, overall, fucking awesome. You know, at first it was kind of slow. You had your typical handicap bullshit. In the triple threat matches where it's 2 faces and 1 heel, you had the faces team up to take out the heel, and eventually you had that dumb stare down where they smile and laugh at each other and start fighting. Your typical, you know, triple threat, 2 faces, 1 heel bullshit start to the match. But then it got fucking awesome. You had the sequences and the callbacks were in fucking incredible. I will put this match over as well. I'd probably say, you know, Owens and Zayn was better, but this is, you know, right behind it. It was awesome. As AJ Styles would say, it's awesome. And it just, you know, the sequences, like, you'd have Ambrose, I can't even, like, it's, the sequences are so crazy, you can't even, like, tell the order of the sequences. Like, you'd have Ambrose go for something, or no, Reigns would go for a spear on both of them, and then they'd both kick him, then Ambrose would try to hit Dirty Deeds on Reigns, and then Rollins would give him a kick, and then, you know, Reigns would give freaking Rollins Superman punch, and then Ambrose would do the, you know, the lariat off the second rope on the Reigns. Just incredible sequences throughout the match. All 3 men were definitely involved. There weren't really anybody just sitting out while 2 went out of it. It was all 3 going at once. Great callbacks to the Shield too. Of course, Rollins tried to do the Shield pose at the beginning of the match. They were having it, and then eventually Ambrose and Rollins both take out Reigns with the powerbomb through the announce table, and then Rollins takes the fucking steel chair and nails Ambrose and Reigns right in the back. I'm sorry, Kim Kardashian's jumping up and down on my TV right now in a tank top, so I want to... Okay, sorry about that. And just a great callback there, going back to, of course, when the Shield broke up. And just, this match is awesome. It's, I think, exactly what people would have expected going into this match. I think they could possibly have a better match on a bigger stage. The crowd was really hot during the beginning of the show, but they definitely died down towards this match. Definitely until the crowd wasn't really as into it as you would expect or hope. But just, yeah, all 3 men, kudos to all 3 men, because just the sequences, I can't even begin to sit here and list all the sequences, and the callbacks were just great. I thought it was an awesome triple threat. Ambrose and Rollins definitely were great. You know, Reigns was the dick heel. You know, of course, well, he wasn't the heel, but, you know, the crowd traded him as that. He was kind of messing up on some of his moves. He tried to do that Razor's Edge into a powerbomb on Rollins, but he fucked it up and had Rollins in the powerbomb already. And for some reason, he tried to lift Rollins over his head again for the Razor's Edge. And it was pretty stupid on Reigns' part. Yeah, but that happened. And then just a lot of great, you know, near falls as well. Great ending too with, you know, Reigns hitting the spear on, did he hit a spear or? Yeah, he hit a spear on Seth Rollins. Then Dean Ambrose picked Reigns up for the Dirty Deeds. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose retains the WWE Championship, takes the WWE Championship to SmackDown Live, and I guess Raw's probably gonna be like the World Heavyweight Championship and have Reigns and Rollins for the title at SummerSlam. So I'm supposing they crown the first world champion. So yeah, and of course you have the SmackDown locker room come out after the match as well and just celebrate and have a good time and celebrate with Dean Ambrose. So I thought was a pretty cool touch because it really tried to show the importance of bringing that championship to the brand, and everyone's excited that it's on that brand. Excuse me. So I thought that was a really nice touch with having everyone come out and hold them up and celebrate with them as well. So yeah, Battleground was a really good pay-per-view. I thought it was a great show. Like I said, 2 amazing matches and pretty much, you know, all the tag matches were pretty much really fun. And the rest of the card was pretty good, I thought, for the most part. Battleground, probably arguably best pay-per-view of the year. I'd say that. You know, it's running with Money in the Bank and Royal Rumble, in my opinion, for best pay-per-view. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see where everything goes forward. SummerSlam's next pay-per-view, of course, and now the brand split is in effect, so we're going to see how, you know, Raw and SmackDown goes with their separate ways. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This review went on longer than I wanted to, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video if you watched it on full. If you guys like, please in the comments below, leave your guys' thoughts on the Battleground pay-per-view itself. Leave your thoughts on this video and review if you guys want. It's up to you. And until next time, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys once again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.